G'day guys, and today Shorty and I are going to do the review, which is between Geelong and Essendon at Bendigo. They were saying Bendigo, so it's probably got to be there. It was the Cats coming home in the end by 22 points, stormed home in the second half, very big second half, and an awful first half, but got the chocolates, mates, and it's been a big weekend for us, and probably a little bit tired, so see how we go with this video, matey. How'd you see it?
Yes, it was a tale of two halves, as they say. Very interesting. Obviously, the third quarter was where we ran away with it. What was it, 9 goals and an enormous turnaround, about 10-goal turnaround in the end, I think, from what was a side that looked awful in the first half. I mean, we were talking about it, and obviously coming into this game, Essendon got their top line up. We're treating it like it's a home and away season game, which, as you said, it did feel a bit like that. So you really want to see where we're at, get a gauge a couple of weeks out from round one. And the first half brought up a fair few concerns. We looked sluggish, lethargic, lack of system, no real speed around the ball or urgency. The Dons were cutting us up. Fell tipping Woody in particular, and Fantasia were looking quick around the ground. We looked to have no real weapons and no real answer. And, you know, we were concerned at half time that, gee, maybe again, we're hoping these guys come on, but maybe we've just got a lot of B graders in our team. But then, as is the nature with Geelong, which we didn't rule out the possibility of a massive turnaround, but we are as hot and cold as they come, because it was unbelievable in that third term. And then the last was really good too, just to hold them off. But, yeah, really good to see us up and going in that third quarter. We can kick goals in a hurry, led by Dangerfield and Selwood. Nothing new there, but there were some good helpers on board too, and the likes of Duncan and Horn-Smith. Horn-Smith, I'm a big fan of what he can do. I think I mentioned in the last episode.
Yeah, he's done all right the last few weeks. Yep.
Yeah, so
his work.
Tough one to read. I mean, that second half, got it done when it mattered, responded, that's great, but you just wonder, how can our best be there, and how can our worst be so poor, and why do you get those within 2 hours? So I suppose that's probably a curious thing. You know, where the Bombers going to sit this year, who knows? I doubt you can produce that sort of first half footy against a really good team and get the chance to look in like they did and come back. So
who wouldn't have thought so?
You know, I'm pretty pleased with it. Obviously, want to get a win, show that our best footy is very good, but also show that, you know, still we may rely on a couple of players in particular.
Bit of reliance.
You know, I like the look of Parford as well. McCarthy did a few nice things. Hopefully they can form a dynamic forward line with Cockatoo and Motlop and Menzel. So a few guys that we want to play well in that forward half. So there's a bit to like, but there's also a few little things that we already knew were concerns, but I think we would leave today pleased.
Good way to describe it.
Well, what did you reckon, mate?
Yeah, pretty similar thoughts.
Yeah, we did watch it together, I suppose, which doesn't always happen.
No, it was good to get along. Look, pretty good game in the end. Like,
thanks, Eddie.
Eddie was saying every 5 minutes. Just what a great game on our hands. Look, I was very concerned. We'll both. It's funny how it's almost bipolar, like really, just the way we play. Sort of, you know. At a certain time, you're saying, gee, what are we? Are we a good side? I mean, have we got C graders? What are we as a team? Are we going to be second, or are we going to be 12th on the ladder at the end of the year? And then it changes in about 15 to 20 minutes again. If we can string this together, which we've said all last year, probably the last 3 or 4 years, to be honest, we could be something special, or could do something special in the respective year. But look, very, very happy to come back, but I don't think we should be having that as proper practice for the proper season. I wouldn't like to think we would be coming back like that too often. Has been a bit of a trend in the JLT where teams have got out to 40, 50 points and the opposition just somehow responded and come back, and the other teams just relaxed a bit. But yeah, again, happy with the comeback, but I'm slightly concerned with the first half, just the way we went about it. Looked slow, sluggish, as you said. Just didn't, the mindset wasn't there. So
I guess, I mean, good point. I mean, it's a good result in the way of winning and coming back, but by the same token, we probably didn't learn anything, did we, really? I mean, we didn't probably take anything from the game that we thought, oh, there's something different. You know, that'll take us forward in 2017. There were bits and pieces, but you couldn't say there was concrete evidence that that's going to take us, you know, a step further.
For sure, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, second half was impressive. The Bombers' pressure in the first half really curtailed us a little bit. Moving on to the second half, we got there in the end. Really sort of got the ball moving, kicked a quick goal with Mackie, and once he got the super goal, we thought, oh, maybe we might mount a bit of a challenge here and see how we go. So, yeah, it was promising build up. We just kept fighting away, and the Bombers just, I don't know if they went to sleep or we decided to flick the switch. Don't know what happened really, but yeah, it was a crazy old game to watch, but yeah, executing pretty well in the second half at the very least. And yeah, ahead of this game, you just get a lot of Geelong start off poorly, responded, but you'd like to reverse it and continue to go on in the second half and not curtailing in the second half. But yeah, that's happened a few times for different teams, so got to take it at face value, but also got to see the bigger picture as well with getting in that position in the first place. Can be a slight concern, and again, we'll find out a lot in the real season, mate. Hopefully we don't fall into that trap as we did last year, just taking a few teams for granted and not getting the job done. So we'll see how we go. Pretty impressive result in the end and the way we came back, but we don't want to be doing that each week. It's pretty taxing way to go about it. But,
yeah, absolutely.
Overall, pleased would be probably good word to describe it. So moving to the votes, unanimous on this one. It's pretty rare that they're very clear cut. So you can just reel them off for me, matey.
Sure, mate. Well, I think we agree that Dangerfield was clearly the man who was the match winner. 14 touches in the third term, and he was dominant. 14 touches for Dangerfield. They're big. Impact, clearances contested. And Selwood, fantastic. And Selwood, of course, as I sort of mentioned, 12, couple of goals, 32 for total, and I think Dangerfield had a 38 in total, so certainly wasn't a one-quarter performance.
Yeah, for sure.
As good a double act as there is in the game.
Yeah, when they compare Selwood and Dangerfield to other couples in the team, it was like, that's good. That's great.
And we finished on Hawkins for the one vote. I think Hall & Smith, Duncan, a couple of other guys who were good.
Yep.
But I think Hawkins, all well and good winning out of the midfield like those first couple of guys did, but you got to finish it off, which he did well with 4 goals all in the third term, was it?
Yep, all in the third, mate. So confirmed.
Yeah, and it wasn't just like he was finishing off their good work. He did some really good hustling work of his own and contested work as he does. So
candy.
Yeah, it's
good to see.
Around well, and I think it just shows when we do win out of the centre like that and our midfield's on top just how damaged it is, because not everyone has a key forward like Tom Hawkins in the forward 50, so utilise him.
Love to have a a dangerous small forward. I think we've got a couple that have the potential, but you've got Walters at Fremantle, you've got Bruce, Hawthorn, a few
obviously.
That's can't forget him, that you just know are going to create something out of nothing, even if not much is happening up the field. So love another one of those.
There were glimpses of that too, which was good. And we need more than glimpses. But Cockatoo showed signs, and we know what Menzel can do. And McCarthy, bobs up. But as you said, we need more than just the bobbing up of these shorter men in the forward 50. We need consistency.
Can't bob up to win a premiership, mate.
No, you cannot.
Unless you're the Dogs.
Or Mitch Morton.
True that. Well, did you have any thoughts on, I don't know if we want to go into a chopping block segment, matey, maybe who will and won't be considered for round one? How about that?
Yeah, a bit of round one. It's a forecast.
We'll just go straight into round one. Forecast, and you can start with the chopping block scenario, and we'll go into a bit of Geelong v Freo.
And I guess there's a few guys who are probably on the magnet board, not quite anywhere yet, but in the mix. Aaron Black, of course, is one. Where does Harry Taylor all fit in? Taylor was really disappointing, probably the main disappointment from today. Had the yips with his kicking, which is something we didn't feel would be a problem, but he butchered the ball on a number of times and just didn't look great. Let up well and found space at times, but he still hasn't shown us anything that, that contested marking that we seem to just associate with him then being good forward. Well, it's a different craft the other end. So I would like to see Aaron Black in the team, even if it's just for, say, 3 or 4 weeks and then reassess it. But I think he's a guy that certainly should give a bit of light and shade to the team, and
why not
at forward half, because he's a different height to those other key position players. And I guess that back line as well, where Ruggles fits.
Yeah.
I think Thurl will be there, of course. Tui, Mackie, is Mackie in there? Very good at winning the ball uncontested. It'll be interesting to see. Kolajasny, Motlop not out there today. I don't know if there was any other key players out.
I think of Motlop. So
yeah. So otherwise it's pretty open slather. Not too many injuries. So I think there are a couple of main guys that we'd be looking at, and I'd like to see Hall and Smith given a real opportunity.
He's improving big time, so it's good to see for sure.
Yeah. Did you have any thoughts on either the Dockers matchup in round 1 or how we should go with any selection moves, mate?
Chucking Black, mate, I reckon. Yeah. Give him a run, see how it all goes, and I think it'll be a pretty similar team. You might think about Kolajasny. I'm not really sure who to take out, but I think it'll be Mackie, Kolajasny fighting for the same spot or similar spot. So
I feel Ruggles probably too. I wouldn't have him or Cowan in the best 22 for the record.
Yeah, Cowan's concerning. Murdoch was good today.
He was.
Yeah. So hopefully he can keep up that form. He'll probably get a go round 1 after that performance. So well, I'm happy if he plays like he does today. So as long as he's improving and going hard and just making those dashing runs and kicking it 55, 60, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Just keep attacking. But no, I wouldn't tinker around with it too much. As we've sort of alluded to, you generally go close to your best lineup. So I can't really think of too many obvious changes, bar Motlop, maybe Kolajasny. As you've already sort of mentioned, I'd chuck Black in for sure.
Yep.
You can switch around Taylor, Black and Hawkins all you like. So if you have them all there and you get a good guide to see what Black will be like and what he can bring to the team, and got a good work rate, so that'll help Atsubi. So.
And I'd expect Tom Stewart and Brandon Parfitt to probably be 2 debutants as well.
Yeah, they're a good chance. Parfitt, love the way he goes about it. Good kick and good under pressure, knows what to do. So need plenty of that.
Most definitely, mate.
Good stuff though, mate.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Very good performance from yourself.
Thanks. Thanks for listening in, guys. So that was the review between Geelong and Essendon. Geelong getting home by 22 points at Bendigo. Good win in the end. Good result. But
good weekend.
Good weekend all overall.
I didn't expect such a good review from you after 12 drinks last night, but there you go.
We learn a lot in times of tough times. All right. So thanks for listening, guys. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe as well. It'd be amazing. And we'll catch you on the next one.